get us going. Okay, so we are in the month of December 2025, and we are focusing on integrating. Oh, welcome to LisaBug Cardio Strength Fusion. We are integrating overcoming isometrics and yielding isometrics with power movements that we've been working on the past few weeks. We're going to be getting the heart rate up, getting the muscles warm and active and strong. What I want you guys to think about is that I am your coach to give you tools. And some of the tools are what we use for equipment, but some of the tools is the education that you have learned over these past 5+ years working out with me, that if I give you an exercise, you have the tools to modify that exercise for your body. And that's what I want you to do. So today for our lymphatic warm-up, I'm going to give you the option to use your lightest resistance band. If we are doing a movement that we're not using it, just keep it in your hands and we'll do what we're doing. Otherwise, we're going to integrate this into the lymphatic warm-up. But before we start, I want to give you a little drill for you to practice. If you've got a wall space close by, I want you to have that ready. What we're going to do is what's called the split stance. So I want you to stand with your right foot in front. Your left foot is back a bit and you have your heel off the floor. We've done this many times, right? We're going to integrate overcoming isometrics into this stance. So what I want you to do is bend your knees somewhat. And without, of course, moving your feet on the floor, you're going to try to tear the floor in half by pushing your right leg forward and your left leg back. Do you feel that? Yes. So you can do that as hard as you want. But when we're doing exercises in this stance, I want you to add this little bit of extra overcoming isometric. We're pushing against an immovable object, which is the floor. Okay, so let's come up. We'll try it on the other side. So your left foot is in front, your right foot is in back, the ball of your foot is on the floor, your heel is up. Bend your knees and push your left leg forward and your right leg back. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Feel the muscles that are activating in your hips, in your quads, in your glute back here, in your hamstrings. Okay, let's come up. Now I want to give you the option to do this with your back foot against a wall, or do it just like we did again just a second ago. So take your right foot in front, bring your left foot back against the wall, and you can have it completely up off the floor if you want, or a little bit in connection with the floor. Squat down, push your right leg forward, and push your left leg back into the wall. Push, push, push. I'm even lifting my my ball of my back foot off the floor, and I'm pushing with my heel into the wall. Okay, great. Come up. Do you feel it? Oh man, when we're going to put this into our exercises, it's going to be great. Left leg in front, right foot back on the wall, or you can do it the first way we did it. Bend your knees, push your left leg forward, and push your right heel, dig it into the wall, dig it into the wall. I hope we're not going to mark up your paint. Make sure you have clean shoes on today. Okay, come on up. All right, so that's an overcoming isometric we're going to work into our class today. Let's take your band, bring it down, and slightly push out into it a little bit, and we're going to start our hops. Start your hops. And remember, you can make this really small. All you have to do maybe is just bend your knees a little, or you can start to bounce your heels off the floor, or you can completely bounce all the way up off the ground. Now, I just want you to hold this isometric for your shoulders. You can also march in place. So you have the tools, right, to make this your own workout. We're going to get the heart rate up a little bit here. And the idea of this lymphatic warm-up is to get the lymphatic system active and moving through our body. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, come into that split stance, right foot in front, bend both knees, push your right leg forward, your left leg back, bring your hands up like you're holding onto a steering wheel, Push out and then drive the car. Drive the car. This is a new one that we haven't done yet in our lymphatic warm-up. Now, don't lose track of what you're doing in your lower body. You can have your back foot up against the wall if you want to do that one too. Good, couple more. Abs are active. And rest, come up. Good, left foot in front. Back heel, drop down. Push your left leg forward, your right leg back, and drive the steering wheel. So what I'm doing is pushing out against the band while I'm rotating the shoulders. This is getting the rotator cuff, a lot of blood flow to the muscle. Get everything moving in the shoulders. Are you pushing into the front leg forward? Pushing into the back leg backward? Firing your abs. Couple more. Breathing. Good. And rest. Nice. Now just take it in one hand. We'll do our body wave. Back and up. Back and up. So we're going through a range of motion that works good for your arms, your shoulders, sitting into the squat, any depth. And the idea is to raise up onto the tippy toes. So really, this is a very full body movement. Arms, legs, core, heart rate up. Let's do one more. Then pause. Now with your band, you won't be able to go behind your body, right? But we're going to squat, drop the hand, and lift up. So this is going to be a little bit more controlled range of motion with the arms. And we're pressing outward on the band any amount. And again, that band is just an option today. You get to choose to use it or not, depending on how you're feeling. Good job. Let's do a couple more of these. Nice, and rest. Take the band into one hand, come into your split stance position, bend your knees, push forward with your right leg, back with your left, and do your arm swings. Forward and back, forward and back. Now we could do this stance very passively, right? But not today. You are going to isometrically work your legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break. Come up. Good. Switch your feet. Drop down. Get that overcoming isometric. Push forward, push back, and go with the arms. Good. Nice mobility for the shoulders. And we want to keep them as mobile as we can all throughout our entire life. Great job. Keep that isometric going in the lower body. 5, 4, 3. Should be breathing a little heavier. 1 more. And rest. Great job. Bend both knees a little bit so you're squatting down. We're going to do our golf swing. So we come up and we come up. Side to side. Good. Now, if we add our band to this, it's going to look and feel a little different, but if you'd like to try it, I'm going to bring the hands here, and we're going to swing it up, swing it up. So I'm doing the same thing, but I'm giving a little pull on the band here. Rotate, rotate. Now your lower body should be nice and stable. If you want to add a little bit of overcoming isometric, imagine you're pushing your legs apart this way. So press out into your feet a little bit, activating the outer part of your glutes. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and rest. Good. Nice and wide with the legs. Ballet squat. Just hold the band in your hand. We're going to come down and up. On your toes if you have the balance. Lowering the arms and lifting. Good. Now you can take the inhale when you're up, or you can put the exhale when your body is up. Both are great ways to breathe. Just try to get one whole breath per movement. And we have 4, 3, up, 2, up, 1, and rest. Great job. Still wide legs. Take the band here, pull out a little bit, bend your knees, side to side. Trunk rotation, right and left, right and left. Now I'm cinching out on the band. I'm pulling outward. So I have some work in the upper back. Let me tell you, I feel this in my posterior obliques, in the back side of my rib cage. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Step your feet together. Bring the arms out a little bit. High knee marches, up and up. So your arms can be at any height, and we're going to add a press out wide. Out, out. Good. Now the level my arms are just an option. You can have them a little lower, or you can bring them up a little higher. So just play with it, or no band at all. You can hold it in your hand and just do the movement here. Good job. Breathe and breathe. We're going to be doing these in class today with some heavy dumbbells. And we have 4 and 3, 2 and 1, and rest. Okay, last one is our starfish twist. Just hold the band in your hand, reach across any amount and open. Reach across and open. You decide where you want to take this today. So we're early in the class, so we don't want to make this about going really deep and straining any of our muscles, especially our lower back or our hamstrings. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that's our lymphatic warm-up for this morning. You can set your band down. I'd like you to get a drink of water. I'm going to review 3 exercises that we're going to do 3 times so you can get a good feel how you want to do these exercises, how they feel for your body. Okay, the option with these 3 exercises is to place your band around the thighs. So if that's something you want to do, give yourself a moment and get ready with that first. Carefully sit down in a chair if you need to get the band in place. And this is one of your heavy ones. I have my medium on just because I'm still really taking care of my hips after hip replacement, but you could probably go heavy. So you're going to have this in place as an option. And then we have lighter hand weights, and we are going to walk across to the right side with a little squat. So we're going to go squat to the right, squat to the right, squat to the right. Take as many steps as you can, and then squat to the left. So we're pushing out against the rubber band. Now I'm going to give you the option to do anything you want with your weights while you're doing this. So option 1, just to hold them, or you can add anything you want in here. Bicep curls would be nice, shoulder raises, front raises, upright rows. You know, all of those arm exercises that we've done together and what works good for you. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is holding the weights at your chest. We do a squat and we kick a leg out to the side. Squat and kick it out. Working the outer thigh. And again, I'm going to leave it up to you to do any exercises with your weights that you want to do here. Down, bicep curl, across, I don't have heavy ones, so add anything you want with this. Now, if you need to hold on to something for balance, get your chair or a wall in front of you and just do these. Work the quads, glutes, and hips. Exercise number 3, we have a bent over row in our split stance position. So let's do it without split stance first. We're going to hinge forward and pull those weights back. Pull the weights back. So I have a little bit of a hinge from the upper body. So we've got 3 sets of these. Sets number 2 and 3, we're going to have the chance to add the overcoming isometric with the lower body. So I'm pushing forward with my right leg, back with my left, and then on the 3rd set, we can have the other foot in front, pushing forward with the left leg, back with the right. You can also use your wall like I showed you at the beginning of class. So that's exercise number 3. We're going to do everything 3 times. Okay, so let's get your drink of water. Get ready to go. We've got 60 seconds of each exercise with a little short break in between to get you set up. Okay, so we have weights in our hands. Remember, you're adding anything you want with the upper body that you'd like, starting in 3, 2, 1. Squat to the right. Keep moving right as far as you can in your space. When you get to your end, you're going to move to the left. Squat together. Push out against the band. Okay, you're adding weights, right? Anything you want to do. I know all of us have different limitations with our shoulders, so I want you to put in what you can today. It's mostly about our lower body. We're at the 30-second mark. Keep going. Now this should fire the heart rate. Get the heart really beating, depending on what you're doing with your arms as well. 15 seconds. Good job. Push out against the band. Or if you don't have a band, guess what? This is still really challenging. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, next exercise. Use a chair or a wall if you need for balance. We're going to squat, lift, squat, lift. Okay, 1 minute on these. Adding anything you want with the weights or no weights, right? Heart rate's still going to be up. So a lot of these exercises, we're working fast twitch muscle, muscle power, muscle strength, keeping those fast twitch muscles alive. Good job. Heart rate up. You're halfway through. We have 30 seconds left on this exercise. Good job. I'm not showing much for arms because I want you to use the tools I've given you over the years and create your workout here. Good job. 10 seconds. Oh, I'm feeling those hips. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, I'm going to get a little heavier weights for my bent over rows. I'm going to grab my 10s. Okay, for this first round, feet are in mid stance. Hinge forward. Let's pull back. Good. Now we have some variations on these. We have narrow rows. We have wide rows. We can do a combination, one of each. We can add a twist. You guys know these. It's all about strengthening the upper back, keeping the core engaged. If your low back starts to bother you, come up now and again, and then go back down and continue. You're halfway, 30 seconds to go on exercise number 3. Then we'll repeat again, all 3 exercises, 1 minute apiece. Good. Breathing. Take breaks when you need to. Maybe adding a little bit of a press out into the band, but keep your knees and hips and feet in nice neutral alignment. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm going back down to my lighter weights. Exercise number 1, side-stepping squats. Get ready, breathe, and begin. Down, together, down, together. Add your choice of upper body work. Good. This first 2 exercises is pretty heavy in lower body, and then the third exercise is heavy in the upper body. So it gives us a nice balance of work. Great. Now, if you don't have very much room at home, you can do this alternating, one to the left and one to the right. Works out great in a smaller space. Great job. I lost track of where I was in timing. We might get a little extra on this one. Breathe out and in. Good. I'm thinking we have 15 seconds to go. Does that sound about right? I'm not always starting at the top of the minute. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, squat to a side leg raise. Get ready. I'm at the 45 mark. Let's go. Down, lift, down, lift. Optional weights, one or both. Good job. You could even hold your Pilates ball in your hands and push in. Actually, I'm pushing into my weights right now here. And remember, you can use a chair or a wall for balance. Down, lift, down, lift. We're halfway. 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go. Woo. Those hips are really working. 15 seconds. Good job. I think I'm going to give us a drink break after this one before we go to the bent over rows. How does that sound? Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, quick little drink of water. And I'm also going to switch to my heavier weights for the bent over row. I'm going to go up against the wall for my overcoming isometric. So this one we have our split stance with our right foot in front. You have the option to put your left foot back against the wall, bend your knees, ready, and row. So you're pushing your right leg forward, you're pushing your left leg back, and you're keeping that overcoming isometric against the immovable object of the floor and the wall. And then you're varying your exercises here. Good job. One at a time. Narrow row, wide row. If you need a break, stand up, shake everything out, come back into it. And we have less than 30 seconds. I hope you guys feel the difference of adding this overcoming isometric to the lower body. We get so much more out of it in terms of muscle contraction. Great job. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. 15 seconds, everybody. Woo. Nice job. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Okay, take a few seconds break. We're going to do all 3 exercises one more time. I'm going to go to my ball for the third round of sidestepping, and I'm going to push into the ball for some chest press work. Okay, get ready. Squat to the right as far as you can go. Bend your knees down and up. And then the other direction. 1 minute. This is the last time we're going to see these. You could do anything else with your ball that you would like. Good. Add some variation. Halfway, 30 seconds. Push out. Good. If you're not using your band, you're still realizing how much work you're getting out of this exercise in the lower body, in the elevation of your heart rate. 15 seconds. Good. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, squat with the side raise, alternating legs. Holding onto a chair for balance if you'd like. Getting ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Squat, lift. Squat, lift. Good. All right. I love this because we get balance as well as strengthening, muscle power work, engagement of the core, and then any upper body variations you'd like to hear. And the leg raise doesn't need to be high, right? In fact, you could even just tap your toe out on the floor like so. Good job. We have under 30 seconds to go. Actually 20. Last time for this exercise. And then we've got our rows. 10. Good. I feel the breath really increasing. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Okay, I've got to switch weights to my heavier ones, so I'm going to grab a little drink as I do. Overcoming isometric with the left foot in front. Our last set of rows. These are great for our posture muscles. Upper back, nice and strong. 10 seconds to start. Left foot in front. Right foot back or up against the wall. We bend the knees. Ready, go. Overcoming isometric in the lower body. Pushing forward with the front leg. Pushing back with the back leg. Then you're going to vary your rows. Anything you want to do. So we just kind of build from a strong foundation of our lower body, how we're setting our posture and our stance. Then we engage the core. Then we start to move into the upper body work. 30 seconds to go. Good job. Try not to lose your overcoming isometric. Keep pushing. It doesn't have to be super hard. We're down to 15 seconds. Then we're done with these 3 exercises. Almost there, guys. Stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Great job. Let's set the weights down. You're done with the band around the thighs, so take your time to remove that. Sit in a chair if you need to. Check in on your heart rate, maybe your rating of perceived exertion. Scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel like you're working? Okay, so now we have light dumbbells. In fact, I'm going to grab my 2s. You can also use maybe your ball for this. Exercise number 1 on the next set of 3 is a little side tap with an arm push. Now you can do this by holding your ball here or pushing your ball out away from you, or no equipment at all. Just reach your hand across. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we have the clean and press. So with your weights, we do a bicep curl with a little squat. Optional press above the head. You don't have to. And then down here, I also have my body bar for this. So I come up, push, and I come down. So clean and press is the second exercise. Our third exercise is any style of plank you want to do. So you can come over to the wall, walk your feet back, do a wall plank. You can come to a chair. I don't have mine out today, but you can put your hands on a chair. You can come down to the ground from your knees or your toes or your hands and knees. So that's exercise number 3. 1 minute apiece, 3 times. One more quick drink of water, and then we'll get started. Okay, remember, you have the tools to make these any way you want. Exercise number 1, weights or your ball or nothing at all. In 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Toe taps, reach across. Or right into the chest or up. Now you don't have to do any weights, any equipment. I want this to be a little bit faster movement because we're targeting the cardio. Quicker pace movements, getting the heart rate up. I like these reaching down as well. Good. I started at the 45-minute mark. Now I'm at the 15, so we're halfway. We have 30 seconds. Reach, reach. Tap the toes, switch. Rotate through your spine. And breathe. 15 seconds, y'all. And out, and out. Good job. Nice. Clean and presses are coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, heavier dumbbells. I'm going to use my body bar just since I brought it out today. Clean and press. The press above the head is optional. Ready and begin. Good. So we're keeping the weights close to our body as we do a little upright row to an optional overhead press, or you can do a bicep curl to an overhead press. You've got some little bitty squats here. So there's one here, there's one here. Nice job. You are halfway. 30 seconds to go on your clean and press. All body exercise. Lots of muscles working. Cardio as well. Good job. You are down to 15 seconds. Maybe you're just going to come here. Maybe you're just going to do some squats. Keep breathing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Pick your poison for your plank. You can also come down to your elbows. 5 seconds to begin. 4, 3, 2, start. Okay, now you can add any variations. You've got knee pulls for mountain climbers. If you're down on your knees, you can lift one leg back at a time. You can do bird dog. So lots of options here when you're working on your planks. Good job, good job. I'll give you the halfway mark. It's coming up. Stabilize through your spine. 30 seconds to go, everybody. Now you can take a break at any time. Maybe you need to drop into child's pose or push back into a down dog. Make this yours. 15 seconds. Then we'll grab a drink and we'll go back to exercise number 1. Great job. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Take a break. Woo, I need to shake everything out. Sweat meter is really up. Drink time. We have those 3 exercises, 2 more times each. Okay, so on round 2, I'm not going to use any equipment for my side toe taps. How's that sound? So if you want to join me with no equipment, we're just going to go fast and get the heart rate up. In 3, 2, go. Side tap. Side tap. So this is a low impact cardio movement. You're keeping one foot on the ground at all times. You can vary the upper body. You can hold your light weights. You can hold your ball and press in or reach the ball with various positions. You can do punches, strong upper body. Good job, good job. 30 seconds. Good. I want to spike that heart rate a little bit, everybody. A little bit of cardio intervals right here. If you need to change it to something else just to keep moving, change it. This is your class. Yes, it's the LisaBug team, LisaBug community, all working together, but differently. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Great job. Second exercise is that clean and press. I'm going to do it with my dumbbells this time. Breathe. Let your heart rate come down a little bit. Get ready and go. Clean and press. 60 seconds or something similar. Using the legs, using the arms, focusing on breathing. Exhale on the work. Nice. We're just about to the halfway mark. Remember, if you're having any shoulder pain, don't worry about that overhead press, or just do a baby one. That's great too. Good job. 10 seconds, everybody. Maybe just the squats is okay too. Nice job. Oh, I think I timed this wrong. We have a few more. Yes, we started at the top of the minute. Now 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, set those weights down. It's time for your plank. Now I'm going to do a side plank on one arm for the second side. You can do that as well if you want to come down onto one knee. Now what's cool with a side plank is you don't have to touch your hand if that bothers your wrist. Okay, 1 minute. Let's go. But you can pick anything you want to do here. Ooh, this is a little challenging for the knee replacement. I do have my little cushion over there, but I didn't get it down underneath my knee. That's okay. I'm doing okay so far. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come up here. Okay. It makes my plank more challenging, but it gives my knee a break. 30 seconds to go, everybody. Good job. We've got a drink break coming up. And then after our third set of everything, we're going to have a nice little stretch before we go down onto the floor. Almost there. 10 seconds in your plank, whatever you choose to do. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take your time. Come on up. Get a little swig of water. Get ready for our third set. I'm going to use the ball for the third set on the side toe taps, just to vary everything nicely. And what's nice about using the ball is we can squeeze it with our fingers to strengthen our hands. 5 seconds to start. Take a breath. Ready and go. Side tap, side tap. Now I'm going to reach the ball out. I'm squeezing it nice and hard with my fingers. I'm squeezing my thumb, squeezing my index finger, my middle finger, my ring finger, my little finger. They're all giving the ball a nice squeeze. Good job. We're coming up to the halfway mark. We can also do one hand with the ball for a few, and then you can give it a switch. Good job. Reach it out. 20 seconds. Keep those legs moving. Fast pace, but a comfortable pace for you. And we have 10. Last time for this exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, you've got your clean and press. Use whatever equipment you want. Modify it any way you want. It's our last time for this exercise. Get ready and begin. 1 minute. So I was taking about 15 seconds in between each one of these to get set up. But if you need more, right? We could make a new anagram. If you need more, you need more. IYNM, YNM. The other one is if you know, you know. So if you need more, you need more. Good job. We're under 30 seconds on our clean and press. Nice. Now this is a controlled pace. We don't want to do this overly fast, right? Make it controlled. Breathe. One more exercise coming up in 10 seconds. That's the plank of your choice. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, I am going to get my pad for my knee on this one. Okay, get yourself set up for your last plank, whatever you want to do. So many options. Get ready, and we start. So this is a plank, but I'm not touching this arm, so I don't have to use my wrist and my shoulder. I remember in one of our chats, Tom, it seemed like we talked about this, and I wanted to show you an option for not having to use your arm, but still do a side plank. And you've got so much core working here, right? Definitely. Breathe. Pull the abs in, nice and steady. You're halfway through your side plank. Lots of options. You can do some leg raises, or you don't have to do a side plank. You can do a wall plank, chair plank, elbow plank, knee plank, 2 hands plank. Lots of good stuff. 10 seconds. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, so clear your space a little bit so we can do some stretches here. Another drink will be good, and then we're going to bring class down onto the floor. So if you don't have your mat there, you'll need to get that ready. Okay, so I'd like for you to take your legs nice and wide, a little bit of a turnout in the toes. We are going to bend our right knee, and I want you just to support your hands right here. Where I want you to feel this is in the inner thigh of your left leg and your hamstring a little bit. If you're pretty flexible, you can come down a little lower toward the floor. You can extend the legs as wide as you feel comfortable. We're just going to hold here and breathe. We're letting the heart rate come down before we lay down or take our head to heart level or below. That's going to help blood return back to the brain so we don't feel any lightheadedness when we come down to the floor. Okay, let's come up. Let's do the other side. Bend that left knee. Feel the stretch start to begin in the inside of the leg, the back of the leg. You'll feel it more in the back of the leg the more you hinge forward. And I always like to show a nice little option with your hand weights to support yourself here. This is great. And use your dumbbells like little yoga blocks. Now let's try to take some really slow, deep breaths. Inhale to your maximum inspiration and try to exhale all the air out of the lungs. Just everything except for the residual oxygen that's in your cells. Take a couple more breaths like that. All right, take your time to come back up. Great job. Okay, I'm going to give you the option to do a standing lunge or a kneeling lunge to stretch out the hip flexors. If you like the kneeling style, you might want to come down onto a little blanket. So standing lunge, one foot in front, the other foot way back. Keep your chest upright. Feel the stretch right in front of the back leg, and maybe pull the elbows back to stretch the pecs. If you like coming down to that back knee, you can drop it down to the floor. For me, coming on the knee lets me shift forward a little bit more, and I can lift the hand up and get a really nice hip flexor stretch. So pick the one that you like, and let's go back to a couple more of those deep breaths. And you're tightening this back leg glute to help release the hip flexor. Great job. Okay, take a little bit of time to switch. If you're standing up, you can switch standing up. If you're already down on your knee, you can switch from your kneeling position. Actually, I'm going to go up for this one on this side. That bothers my back knee just a little bit to have pressure on it. Okay. So standing lunge, back leg is way back. We're tightening the glute. We're releasing the hip flexor, a slight posterior pelvic tilt, a nice chest stretch, or any other upper body stretch you'd like to do. Maybe you like to do eagle arms or reaching up for a lat stretch. Couple more deep breaths. And then we're heading on down to the floor to finish class today. You're going to need a pair of hand weights for either chest presses or chest flies. And you're going to need your Pilates ball. Okay, so let's come on up. So if you are doing light weights, you can do, and I'm going to demonstrate this standing up, but I would be on my back. You can do a chest fly, opening and closing your arms. If you have heavy weights, you're going to do a chest press by bending your arms and pushing up toward the ceiling. Okay, so our first exercise, come on down. Let me look at my, we're going to do, you also are going to need your light rubber band. I forgot what our first exercise is. It's bird dog with some shoulder strengthening. So take your lightest band, put your hands through it like so, come down to your hands and knees like you're doing all fours for bird dog. So with both knees down to start, what you're going to do is take your right hand and reach it forward and side and slightly back. Then when you come in, you'll switch hands. Left leg or left hand goes forward, side, and back diagonal. Now, when we're moving the right arm, we have our left leg up. So let's lift our left leg up, move the right arm forward diagonal, side, and slightly back, then switch feet. Right leg up, left arm goes forward diagonal, side, and back diagonal, and then switch legs. Right arm, 1, 2, 3, switch legs. Left arm, 1, 2, 3, switch legs. Now we're only going to do this one time a piece, not 3 rounds. So we'll do more than a minute's time so we can really work on this. Good. And you can do it without the rubber band. I almost kicked over my water bottle. When your left leg is up, your right leg is moving forward, side, back, switch. I do like this one. Let's do it one more time on each side. With your left leg up, your right arm is going to move forward, side, back, and then your right leg up. Your left arm will move forward, side, and back, and rest. Great job. Now let's take a thread the needle before we move to our next exercise. So remove your band, take your right arm, reach it up, move your wrist around a couple times each direction. And then we're going to thread the needle and relax here in a little stretch for maybe just 30 seconds. Heart rate should feel down from our cardio section, feeling a little bit more relaxed. All right, take your time to press yourself back up to all fours. And then we'll lift that left arm up, circle the wrist 2 or 3 times each direction, and then thread it through. Relax that arm down, 30 seconds, just breathe. And just find the thread the needle position that you enjoy the most, that feels really nice, calming, and comfortable. Good, and then press yourself back up to all fours. And now we will roll over onto our back for our chest presses or chest flies with your Pilates ball. So what we're going to do is use the ball between the knees for isometrics for our inner thighs. And then I'm going to use 5-pounders for my chest flies. So come on down, ball between the knees, feet are about hips distance apart. I just want you to squeeze the ball between your knees, and then your next option is to lift your hips up off the floor so you're in a bridge as well while you're squeezing the knees. Arms are up. You can do one arm at a time or both arms coming down and reaching up. I do like the one arm at a time exercise because I feel like it works my core a little bit more. Other exercises you can do here is your tricep extension, your skull crusher exercise, one arm at a time or both. So build a strong foundation from your lower body by really squeezing the knees tightly into the ball, pressing the feet into the earth, lifting the hips up, fire the glutes, fire the hamstrings, and then put that upper body work in to round it out for good measure. And stay with me here another 15 to 20 seconds. Exhale as you're pressing the weight up. There's a little saying called blow the weights up, and that's a good way to remember when to breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Come on down from your bridge. Set your weights down. Release the ball from the inner thigh. Bring the soles of your feet together and just let your knees open for a butterfly. So this is a nice stretch after you've done that inner thigh work. Just let the knees melt open. Close your eyes for a little bit. Focus on your breathing. Maybe place your hands right on your abdomen and feel the belly rise and fall as you breathe. It's almost like filling up a balloon. So as you breathe in, the air comes through your nose, down your trachea into your lungs, low into the lowest part of your lungs, and your belly fills up and it rises up toward the ceiling. And then as you exhale, the belly drops as the air comes out of the belly, the lower part of the lungs, the mid lungs, upper lungs, out the trachea and through the nose or the mouth. And let's take 2 more nice deep breaths. Soften through your hips, inner thighs, hip flexors. And then close your knees together. Find your way back to a comfortable seat, just rolling up. And I just want you to tuck your ball back behind your back a little bit. We're just going to lean back into it and hold an isometric for the core. So we're going to be here for 1 minute, just holding steady and breathing evenly. Now you can slightly rotate from side to side if you'd like. You can hold on to a weight to make it more challenging, or hands can come to your shoulders. This is less challenging reaching forward because it takes a little less of your body weight back into your core. Good job. Just a few more breaths here. Isometric work for the abs. Keep breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then pull yourself up off that ball. Release it from behind the back. Take your time to come to a stand, any way that works best for you. I like to roll over to my feet and walk my hands to my feet or feet to my hands. And we'll come all the way up to a nice stand. A side stretch over to open up the lats. Maybe bend your elbow and reach your hand behind your neck to add your tricep into the stretch. Great job. Come on up. Let's switch. Side stretch. Optional tricep stretch. Make sure that your chin isn't dropped way down. You want to have that nice space between the sternum and the chin. And come back up. Let's do a chest expansion, opening our hearts. And I'd just like to say happy Hanukkah, happy holidays. It's a wonderful time of the year and lots of stuff going on. So I'm so happy that you're here in LisaBug today. All right, nicely done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll hit the off button on our recording. I'll see you in the back room if you can stay for a chat. Love you guys lots. Great work today. Yeah, Treacle says great work too, huh, Treacle? Yeah.